Let's just wait for people to get in.
Yes, sir.
Right, exactly.
This is kind of tilted.
It's okay.
Let's see. Is it?
Weird.
Whoops.
People are coming in.
Oh,
It's all good. Hi everyone, and welcome to Tap Into Your Creativity. I am so excited to be here today in Suyao's studio here in St. Paul, Minnesota. Suyao Tian.
Yeah.
I'm so excited that that you guys are going to meet her, and she's just an incredible, amazing artist that we just met recently, and we're both graduated from the Minneapolis College of Art and Design, so that's a really cool thing that we have in common. Just a few years difference. And so welcome, Suyao, to the program, and I'm super excited that you're here with us today. And please tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from and how you got to where you are now.
Well, welcome everyone, and thank you take your time and be here. So I came in United States 2011, so I was already 11 years. That was crazy. So before I was actually, I come from China. Before I was assistant professor in music in China. So a completely different major, completely different area I did. So, and then I came in here because, in China, we kind of like, so after you graduated from the college, you had a job, then you go back to the school again. It's not a common thing. It's not means you cannot do, and you can do, but it's just weird. So I came in here, and I always dream about be an artist since I was little. All my family, one of my family member, which is my auntie. Well, recently she passed away. Don't mention that. I was gonna cry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's the biggest influence to me, to my art career. Sorry, don't mention that.
What did she do?
She's an artist.
She's an artist?
She's a watercolor artist. She's a fantastic watercolor artist.
And she's in China still?
She's in China. She passed away last year.
Okay.
So it's pretty recent. So I was still emotional about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so, and then she's a really big influence to me, and then, since I was little, I find myself is really sensitive to color, and then, it just, but I had a hard time to, because I studied and everything abroad, and then, to kind of focus, and then have a chance to come to the United States, and then, a little story is, one of my friends was actually, she was around 50 something, and then she was a student in art department. I saw that she was a teacher, so, and I impressed what she doing, and then that inspired me to start over. So I started over, so since 2011, brand new area, which is art career. So I started bachelor, and when I finished the bachelor, I got my master degree in MCAD, and I graduated 2017 actually in design. Yeah, and again, my mentor and I really appreciate is Louis Fitch, and probably a lot of
Louis Fitch. He's also one of my army of artists, and we love him. And actually, that's how I met Suyao, through Louis, and that's how we make connections in this world. It all just comes all together. So can you talk about a little bit about, because you were a professional musician and you were a teacher in China. Mm-hmm. How was those years for you in your formation in China and taking a whole different, I mean, you're still in the arts by moving into design and art, but tell me a little bit about your music career.
Well, I was the first college I at is Tsinghai University in China. So again, a little bit background. I'm born from northern China. It's really close to Tibet. If anybody knows that area, it's called Qinghai State. it's a very special state, and then we have a 56 minority group in our country. In my hometown in the state, Qinghai State, we have 42 minority. Yeah, so it's a very special state, and then it's I think this somehow inspired me since I grew up. I see the different art and culture, and all the time. So it's very diversity. It's like Minneapolis and St. Paul, and then this
and your
area.
parents encourage you to go into the
explore.
arts and explore.
Yeah, my parents are both professors in China. So actually, my whole family are educators. And plus my grandma, grandpa, and they are.
So are you the only one in the United States?
Yeah.
And everyone else is in China?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's okay. I have you guys. And I also once a year I back to China to visit my parents, and sometimes they come to see me. But pandemic, it just
How are things in China now?
China it's pretty quiet now. It's everybody vaccinated, and they start early, but they also get rid of the virus very quickly too. Yeah, and I think this is really good. Good news for the people in China. It's pretty safe. It's pretty safe.
Oh,
I think it's the safest place now in the world, because it's how straight and how they serious, how serious they take care.
They take care of their people.
So which is very, very, very good.
Good. Yeah. And how long ago did you move to the United States?
2011, I moved to the United States.
And was it always St. Paul, Minnesota?
No, I landed Conway, Arkansas.
Oh, wow.
There. Yeah, because but to me, and I think everywhere is the same to me, because I'm a foreigner. So I come in United States, and I think everywhere is the same. And I love the people in Arkansas. They are so friendly and so nice. And then I was very fortunate and had my bachelor degree in there. One of my
professors,
the professors, and the dean of he was dean of the art department. This is one of a person I really appreciated a lot. That because him allowed me to start my career. I actually started from beginning bachelor degree. So Dr. Yang, if Dr. Yang here, hi. so I always remember. So he and other teachers and
inspired you.
To help. I finished the bachelor degree, and then university, the college called University of Central Arkansas. Weirdly, actually surprised you that Conway, Arkansas actually have a very small town, but have three very good college in that town, and we are one of them. And then we have a pretty amazing art program.
So how did you end up coming here and doing your fine art?
I working crazy hard in my bachelor degree, so because I was. Well, the thing is, because I start over, and so I working it's like no day to break like that. So I finished my bachelor degree 2.5 years.
Wow.
So and with honor, and I graduated, and but when I graduated, I know it's not enough at all, because I know where I am. I know this is just the beginning. It's a small start. So I know right away I need more to learn. So I applied a master program. So I applied the 8. I accepted the 5. And I chose the MCAD because the mentor partnership, which is one-on-one, and the other thing is, to be honest, MCAD give me more scholarship than other school too. So I really so I think I did a really great choice, and
yes, you did.
I love the people.
And MCAD is the Minneapolis College of Art and Design. For people that don't know it, it's one of the finest.
Famous.
It's one of the finest fine arts schools in the country. And I mean, I'm a very proud alumni.
We are very proud alumni.
Yes.
The school gave us so much.
Yes.
The connections too.
Exactly. And so, were you able to incorporate some of your music into your art, or music was put in the back burner for a few years, or how did you do that?
I think everybody's background, everybody's experience before, it's always leading the future. No matter what you do, every step is important and necessary. None of your step is, you step on wrong thing, and I don't believe that. If I don't have music background, my art won't be looks like this. If I don't have the general study of the art in bachelor degree, if I don't have the design consistent, cohesive, the system to study, my art won't look like this. So it's all this, I think, is connected. To me, yes. I mean,
it informs your art.
Yeah. I start looks like I started painting not too long ago. Probably, I started painting every single day, maybe 3 years ago. It's not too long, but the start point in the before, actually this all this experiment, all this step, and what I say, the step is it's leading to this point, because for example, the painting is not only beautiful colors and stuff. You have to know, compositions and the
values and saturations,
all that stuff.
It
kind of rolls it together. So
and it's important too to understand that, and we're gonna go through Suyao's beautiful studio here, so you can see her art.
It's one of my bedrooms.
It's gorgeous.
I have a studio outside my home, but since I had my child, my Leo, and then we moved it out, and and then the last year my kid is 1 and 13 months, 14 months. So the last year, basically, every day I did is working with him from home. So, literally.
And I'm going to show you. She has
my bedroom.
A play pad right here, and she plays music, and while she's painting, it's amazing. So, and it's you're going to see she's organized. She has her organized chaos, I guess, that she can work her days through, and can't wait to show you. So stay tuned for the whole interview so you can see. And also we're going to have a little demo that Suyao will do at the end of the interview. But before we go there, what are the things that have worked for you? I mean, 2017 is not that far away, and you've come really far in 4 years in your art career. You know where you want to be and where you want to go. What would you say that has been things that you can think of that has helped you to motivate yourself to show up and to paint every day and to be your own, business owner, marketing, all of that? What is the one thing or many things that you think that has helped you to come to this point in your career?
Well, I think one thing is not probably related to art. It's a sort of, this is probably me. If I started something or anything, I either start it and finish or just not start it at all.
Okay.
So
you're very determined. If you start, you want to continue and
yeah, I won't say what's next. So but of course it's a lot of projects where it's just leading continue, but so I think this is one of a really great lesson my dad taught me, which is be responsible whatever you do, and then don't regret it. So and then if you do, and then do good to yourself and others. So and then it doesn't matter the result.
I love that.
So that's you say I don't know what's gonna lead me to this painting. And it sound like one time, like one of my artist friend and asked me a question I literally don't know how to answer. He asked me, so I showed her my painting and everything, and he's like I just love your painting and stuff, but I have a question. What are you gonna do with this? I was like, well, I literally don't know. I didn't think I need to do with or something with my painting, because once you do something, the thing you're doing, if you're doing enough and you're practicing enough, you're loving enough, you're passionate enough, that thing will lead you to finding the doors and to open the windows. You don't have to kind of force that or to. Yeah, so
it comes more natural.
Yeah, it comes more natural.
Yeah, let it flow.
Yeah.
Be more organic.
Yeah.
Instead of
exactly.
pushing and trying so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what your dad said, I think it's so true.
Yeah.
I think
It's
that
amazing.
when your heart is in it,
Mm-hmm.
to win it, you're gonna win.
Yeah.
Because your best foot is forward, and you just want the best for yourself and for others.
Mm-hmm.
And you elude that, and I think that that's a great lesson for all of us.
Exactly. So see, from beginning I started painting, and then believe it or not, it's not a job to me. So some of you guys probably know my background is professional designer, and my major in MCAD is branding identity. Well, I sort of kind of, I started painting, I sort of kind of that period of time, the gap is, I sort of kind of have I'm not saying stopped my project, but kind of have a break moment. And then one day my friend come over, and then I go with her to Blick store, the art store, to help her finding the materials and stuff like that. And I just saw the watercolor ink. I never used the watercolor ink. I have only one class. It's like a painting one in my bachelor degree. I have one class. I never touched the watercolor ink. I don't know what is this.
Really? I can't believe. I would think that you would know calligraphy in Chinese. They use a lot of ink. I know how to write, and I know how to, but I'm not a very, I'm not practice every day. I know the tube, everybody knows the watercolor tube, and you squished out. Yeah, but I never used the watercolor ink. I don't even know what is this, and I just bought a tube. And I bring it back and I start playing, and I was like, "Woo, this is cool, and it's nice, and it's fantastic." So I start. I wish I show you what I did at the beginning. It's like this small tiny piece, and that was 3 years ago. Literally 3.5 years ago. Wow!
But since that day, I promise you guys, I never stopped it. Literally, not even weekends. My hand is always. I cannot finish one piece a day, but I have to have something paint on a paper. Not even maybe 10 minutes sometime. I had to do something or grab something, so I continue doing this in 3.5 years. So it really started play. I don't know. I don't know I will sell paintings. I don't know my painting gonna go to shows and anything like that. I have not think about it. It just, to me, is I start painting, and then I start finding why I'm painting and what I'm painting and how I'm gonna paint.
So you just said the key
Mm-hmm.
The key.
So as the process, during the process.
As the why, the when, the where. I mean, those are, we always want to find our why. Why are we doing this? And for what purpose are we doing it? And what is the connection that we have to our work? Because that's the only thing that actually can come through in a very organic way, that you're completely connected to your work.
Thank you. But you have to start with play.
Yes.
Really? That's what I started. Because in that, leading the one very, very great thing is curious. You're curious what's next. You're curious what's going to happen. And then that curious is not mean like, whoa, 10 years later, I'm going to be famous. It's like, no, it's not like that. You're curious 10 years later, what this is going to be. Like,
exactly.
what this can be look like. Whoa, that's cool. So that's why the motivation, you asked me the motivation is I want to say what's next painting looks like. Simple like that. What's next painting looks like. Because the thing is, I don't paint the symbolic painting, and so the abstract is allow me to explore. So I really enjoyed this, and then I really want to say what is next painting. That's how I laid it to him. So recently I extension the size. Again, I want to say like, whoa, what's the bigger looks like? What's small looks like? It's like that. So
and if you go to Suyao's Instagram page, you can actually see she has done, her artwork is also done as wallpaper, and so you can actually see it in like huge walls. And Holly Hunt represents her, and it's incredible. I mean, it really, truly is fascinating and incredible. I highly recommend you going into her page and looking through everything that she's done, because I think of your process and the way that you're thinking, that is the reason for your success, because you're not so stressed about what's going to happen.
I don't know I'm a success, but
yes, in my book you are. I think that by applying the way that you're thinking and the way you're doing it, it's a very natural way, and you're not putting pressure on yourself. And I think as artists, we put so much pressure on ourselves to be delivering and what is next, and I think the minute that you let go of that pressure, your inner child comes out, and you let that breathe, and amazing things starts to happen, right?
Yeah. Some project you need to thinking what meaning behind it and start doing. Some project you need to start doing and then figure out the meaning. Always is really, I think it's depend, because if it's some project that you start meaning and then you do it, you're gonna freak out, because it's like, whoa, is this a match what I'm thinking? Is this a match my meaning? Or is it meaningful? Or is it not meaningful? You're gonna very stressing yoururself, and so that's why I say start. To me, it's just to me, and painting. I start painting is play, and then once this thing going right,
then your intellectual takes care
and then the paper tell me like, what are you doing? Like, it almost is like the painting asking me, what are you doing? What are you painting? And what's the next direction? What's the next step? And then what's appealing on a paper? What is all these things? You're not actually telling people. They're actually kind of like an inner self. You talk to your painting. Oh, it's like, I'm doing this. I'm painting this. I'm painting little figures. I'm painting abstract figures. I'm painting little worm and trash or something like that. But this is in my mind. But again, I love that abstract painting is. It
gives you the freedom to do that too.
And then the most important, I think, the abstract painting. Yes, a lot of people say the freedom. I think is the key, the core is equalness. I see this. So the symbolic painting, I love symbolic painting. Guys, if you're a real estate painter, don't. And so I love that. But the thing is, like, I think abstract is because the one more step is you never can reach is audio. for example, on abstract painting, a plane showing like in front of you, the audience will start thinking, what is that? What is this? And it was painting. And then they start create a story, either the artist painting or what is exactly this. So that's very fascinating to me, which is they are not say black and white or yellow or other colors.
Right.
They are very embrace everybody to
have a conversation.
Yeah, have a conversation.
Yeah.
And it's very important. And at the same time, you know, this is the beauty of the abstract is allow ourselves to express.
Yeah.
And then from any different way. So that's why I tell people when they see my painting, they always ask me a question, what do you paint? And I will ask them back, which is, what did you see? And then I will tell what my painting.
Yeah.
And if it's a match, perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't match. Oh my God! Thank goodness it doesn't match because we are different people.
Right.
And because in this, my painting is allow and encouraging people to have their freedom. This is very important. The abstract is leading to everybody have a freedom to think, have a freedom to talk, have the freedom to express themselves. So to me, that is always really important because I coming from different country. So and
we're gonna go now so we can see everything and you can start talking about your actual work because it is fascinating and I think that your past informs your paintings very much so. I think you're inspired and proud to come from China and you embrace your roots and
I'm also proud to be part of American too.
Because I have the same thing. You know, we have both citizens and it's it's fantastic and I think that it's important to embrace our roots and to be proud of who we are. And so I'm going to grab the phone right now and turn it around and Suyao is going to take us on a little tour of her studio. So I'm going to...
Oh my God, that's my ceiling.
There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to give a quick look at Suyao's incredible studio right here. Not there. Okay, sounds
It's fine.
good.
It's okay. You can show there. That's just my material, the paper, whatever.
Okay, so where do you want to start, Suyao?
It doesn't matter. So there's some stuff in everywhere. So that's why I tell Sandra as I ring out a room, guys, I help. So this is I still working on this thing process, and the size is 40 by 30 something.
What kind of paper do you use?
This is a 300 watercolor paper. Like this brand.
300?
Yeah, 300 pound.
Okay. Yeah. It's so delicate.
But those are not finished yet, guys. It's just
it's
base.
Working in progress.
Yeah. And this one they're gonna go soon. This one's gonna go United Arab
wow.
soon. Yeah, cause and this one is gonna go Arkansas. Yeah, and this one's finished too.
So this one is already framed and ready to go.
Ready to go.
And this one looks like it's also framed
this one's
and
gonna
ready to
put
go.
in the show. I have a guys. I have a solo show coming. If you guys can make it, it would be great.
Can you talk about a little bit about these? I see this, those repeating.
Those
like
are the what's it called?
Totems.
Totems. There we go. Yeah, that's what I paint. Totems. So it's a different painting. Is different things. Yeah. Oh, to me, it's totems, guys. I don't want to mislead you guys.
So where do you come up with the shapes? Do they just come out? Do you? I know that you are influenced by nature a lot.
That's a little bit a story after I show you guys, and I can talk about what's inspired me, why I'm painting what I think. So those are the recent work too.
Wow. Just trying to get as close as I can so we can show.
And I finished yesterday. And this one's
the detail on it is just incredible. Yeah, gorgeous work. Agathe Pouton, who's one of my army of artists, just commented on that. And yes, Agathe, I agree. It's gorgeous. Wow.
Yeah. And then that's the one I just finished, a big piece, very big. It's 40 by... I like that part. You see that little brush part?
I'm going to turn off the comments for right now so we can really appreciate.
I come on my couch.
Oh, wow. And it's all ink or mixed media and
media.
drawing tools?
Yeah, 80% is watercolor, and then the other 20% I use to kind of tweak the details and all that stuff. You see the little face right here?
Oh.
And it's a squash right here.
Yes. Oh my
god.
gosh.
Yeah, that's what
I
we're
love
doing.
that.
This is my little bookmarks, and you know, a lot of people knows my bookmarks, and they loved it. And then every time I put it out, it's sold out. So
I love them.
And now, again, thank you so much, guys, for you guys' support always. Yeah, I am so appreciated. Thank you. And your purchase and everything, it I see 90% go back to the materials, and I.
Yeah, exactly. So you can you can keep going.
Yeah, and 10% I give.
So here are you want to talk about these guys?
Oh, these are just small size of paintings. You can go.
And they're also the totem theme.
Yeah,
I guess.
These also I make in like a kind of whimsical world.
Yeah, it looks like the
world.
like the.
So and this is the smallest size I do, and it's framed. Looks like this. Yeah.
Oh wow! It looks like an underwater world that you're creating. With.
And also right here.
Yeah. And here are some of her inks that she likes to use. And do you buy them now at any art materials, or do you have to get them from a different place?
Oh, I just buy everything from like, and then but I think recently, one of the material company, they asked me for the partnership, but we'll see how that goes. I don't even know.
So as you can see,
watercolor tubes. That's what I'm talking about. I used this. I was like, what is this? It's watercolor ink, but now I use them all the time, so you can see how many.
Yeah, you have all the
so,
colors.
those are watercolor tube kind of thing, and a gouache, and acrylic, and 1,000 different pens, and just some just regular pens, whatever you guys used it before, pens, and this.
So before we keep going, do you want to hold this for a second?
Oh, sure.
So Suyao is giving us this incredible art piece, and we're asking $200. And remember, all proceeds go to Feeding America. So if you are interested in purchasing and helping people, please DM me or Suyao, and we will give you all the details. But this is just an incredible piece of artwork that you're going to get.
Yeah, and this is gonna donate to the organization, so we all can help and a bit. So, and it's 100% go to donation.
100% will go to Feeding America. So you will be giving 2,000 meals if you purchase this for $200. So please consider doing that today. Just DM me or Suyao. So thank you so much. So now we're going to look how cute. She even has her play pack here, so her son can be here while she's working, right?
Yeah, my little one today. So he's in daycare 3 days per week, so I can work on my stuff, maybe kinda organize my stuff, and then 2 days I work with him. So I'm working here, and he's right here.
So this is where the magic happens, and we're gonna see now how this is. Oh, these are all her brushes.
So my brushes and stuff, and I don't have a really fancy brush, guys. And
Ecoline ink are the best. That's what Agathe says.
What is it?
The inks that you use.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She loves them. She's an incredible printmaker. I'll
I
introduce you to.
Yeah,
we have
sure.
a lot in common.
So those are my. If you like to try watercolor pens, and don't buy any other brand, trust me, this one's the best. Because I bought different pens before, it just not right. The reason is if you are watercolors, and this is the only pen kind of blending in water. Others is not really.
Okay.
So and then these and brush. So yeah,
Perfect. Perfect.
That's it.
So we're gonna start a little demo here for you guys.
I hope I can go well. Well, let's see, guys.
It's gonna be great.
Oh, guys,
And
trust her.
So if you want to just talk to us while you're doing it, Suyao, so we know
Wow,
what's...
that's even harder. Okay, that's a challenge. So this is kind of used for yeah, it's like that. So let's see what I can do. See,
And the paper doesn't buckle, right? Because it's 300 pounds, so it's a heavy duty.
some papers 300 pounds, so some is not. Yeah, so that definitely is 300 pounds. And if it's a buckles, your paper is buckles. I tell you how to flat them.
Okay, great.
Well, see, how's that go?
So lots of water.
No. Yeah. Well, sometimes I started that way. I can't talk too much if I do.
No, don't.
I mean,
Oh,
okay, allow me to do this. It's annoying a little bit.
she's putting her hair back.
So I always have kind of this with me. Those.
And that's how the magic happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's mesmerizing.
If you call magic, yeah, sure.
Do you think what you're gonna do before you start, or you just go for it and?
I
not
do
think?
both.
You do
People
both.
ask me, do you sketch?
Yeah.
And sometimes I sketch in different ways, sometimes in my mind. Sometimes I really sketch. Actually, if I sketch, but it's so horrible. No, that's why I don't really like to sketch. But I'll show you sometimes. So, some sketch paper. No, it's not really working. So the problem is if I sketch like this,
Yes.
I'm just gonna finish the whole thing. I can't sketch. So I don't know. It's a good thing we're.
Yeah, exactly. And what kind of brush are you using?
I never pick the brush. Yeah, it's a good question. Right now I'm using is literally the brush I got from China. Maybe this is not for watercolor, but yeah. So I believe it's how you use the brush, not the brush itself, because I'll show you. This right here,
Yeah.
half the brush is I got from MCAD's free shop before I graduated, guys. Before I graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally a student
Yeah.
throw away the brush, and so I picked it up, and I think the work is great because sometimes I need a crabby brush to make what I wanted to look like the texture.
Yeah.
So I think it's actually very important.
Yeah, I would think it's very important, especially in this type of work, to use the specific brushes that you...
Allow me to put a bit. Let's see if I can...
So you have all this little cups.
Our work is not that fast.
No, that's why it's so gorgeous. Wow. That's incredible. Like, it's like magic happening in front of our eyes.
See if I can... something...
So do you even know, like, your color palette before you start?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You do know.
Yeah, I do know that. And that's the one thing I do know.
And does that help you to know
To
know the colors that you're gonna work with? Like, does that inform what type of work you're gonna do?
Not really. I think it's I don't. Yeah, I don't think so.
So tell me what your parents think of your work.
Well, my mom and my dad, he is world history
professor.
So and then he told me the only thing is he told me it's beautiful.
Aww.
He just told me, oh, it's beautiful. I was like, something else? You go, beautiful. Yeah.
So they're very proud of you.
I think so.
And do you have siblings?
No.
No.
So yeah, they are my best friend, my parents, they are everything to me.
Yeah.
Of course, my small family too.
Of course.
Okay.
They must miss you so much.
I know, right? I miss them so much too. When I had Leo, when I first know I had Leo and then the Leo born, and the pandemic hits, and my mom, she knows she cannot come here right away. She cries and so much.
Oh,
I know. It's very. Yeah. Oh God, I hope it's okay for you guys.
yes, this is so great. We get an idea of what it is to work with water and ink and the movement of your hand. I think, like you said, it's so important.
Yeah.
The way you move your brushes.
Yeah. I believe that's the key. It's not a really the brush self, because the brush self, it helps, but it only helps so much, right? So I think that's the thing. Like we. I'm just gonna let it dry or whatever.
I'm gonna turn back comments, so if you have any questions,
please let me know.
please ask Suyao and
if you have questions,
yeah.
let me know. Material that I use. Sometimes that's most.
Do you need for it to then dry before you start using your drawing?
Yeah. Most time, but not always. Oh, did I tell you my painting always have a rule?
I agree, Agat. I think it's an awesome live and demo. I totally agree.
I mean, it doesn't really...
So Irma just said that your work and attitude are very inspiring.
Oh, thank you.
I agree, Irma, 100%. It's really fascinating, isn't it? It just, we can like watch this all day long and and never be bored of this. That's for sure.
Sometimes I take like toothbrush and then my
I'm gonna try and get that
colleague is
angle.
like, oh, hold on, you break the rule. I was like, oh gosh, I'm really good at that. Break the rules.
Yeah, I love that.
I never follow the rules because nobody teach me how to paint, so I can paint whatever I want to.
Yes, this is 300 watercolor paper. Which brand do you prefer?
I have a console and an arc.
Arc?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the two.
Arc and what's the other one?
The console?
Console?
Just console.
Oh, console. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes.
So it's not, yeah, that's a two.
So tell us what happens when it buckles. What do you do to make it flat?
Once it dry, everything dry. Make completely dry. And basically once you think your work is done, right? And then you use the iron, the metal iron.
Okay.
And then use steamer. And I found out that really helps. Steam first on the back, and then iron it flat like crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you use a liner in between the paper and the iron?
That helps.
No, directly to the paper.
Yeah, directly to the paper.
And you steam it.
You steam it first, but you have to have control. It's like how you use a brush.
Okay.
You don't want to burn the paper.
Right, exactly.
That same time, I really do think you can. I hope I have.
Sorry, someone said that they couldn't hear. Maybe my hand was holding the microphone. What she was saying is you use a steamer and
dry paper.
On dry paper when it's dry, and you turn the artwork upside down and literally you steam it, and that will help.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, you steam it and then flip, and then you iron it back. Is that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
I said it again. So once it's dry, right?
Okay.
The most time you see online is only use iron to iron.
Yes.
And the metal iron. Don't directly go with that. Use the steamer, and the steamer $15 is just get online. It's cheapest you can get.
Yeah.
And steam the whole thing.
Okay.
But don't get the paper like super wet again, but still kind of moist.
Yes.
And then you just iron it. Use the cotton setting. Cotton.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
Got
key.
it.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's the key. Well, hope it's not too bad, guys.
You're being so generous by teaching us and showing us your process. Seriously, I can't thank you enough. This is incredible. And you have a whole line of design that you will show just a little bit of what you are doing. Is that still ink?
Yeah, this is Sumi ink.
Sumi ink?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just because I use different materials, and then but once you do a lot, you know when the watercolor is, I think, okay. I'm not professional and like to tell you a lot of theories of it. I think it's just how you use the water and how much. That's is very important.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yes, cotton settings on the iron. Exactly.
Yeah. Cotton settings on your iron. It's the key.
Wow.
Now we can wait and try to. Of course, it's not done, but
that's okay.
We're far away from done, but we can go back to it.
So peaceful too. And we have the window open so we can hear the birds outside.
Oh yeah. I love summer, but only thing it's kind of bothers me, I cannot open a window too long. It's kind of hot in winter too. I just open the window.
Oh, your little thing there. It's so great. So, we can stop now. Because I do want to talk about your little guys here.
Oh, okay. So the little comments in here.
Yeah.
Hey, most of you guys probably know this already. Because you guys have purchased last Christmas. I show you. Whoop.
Okay, here we go.
Put in there.
Yes.
So yeah, this is the ornaments I painted, but they're not only for Christmas. It's kind for all kind. It's just basically every single one is a piece of art.
Yeah, that one
I'll
is so
show
cool.
you. This is a pairing.
They're asking cotton settings on iron can be with or without steam. Which one does she use?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But once you iron, when you during iron, you don't use the steam because it's already steamed.
So you steam it. I guess you steam it first. So you steam it with a steamer or with a
steamer.
Okay.
Because the steamer on the iron is not strong enough and it's not even. The key is not even. So steamer like this wide and you can just do very even.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's nobody should teach me now. I figured out myself. But
no, it's great.
Really
it's a great tip.
Yeah,
it's a great tip.
So last year, when you guys received is only this, but this year I updated with the box. So, but this one is not even started. So it's a glass ornament. I will prime it and then paint on top. So, but just little tip is this update
Oh,
box.
that's so exciting. Oh my gosh, so exciting. So I'm going to now switch the camera back and sorry guys, 1 second. So I'm just gonna show real quick again the print that we are giving today. Suyao's incredible artwork that she is donating today. Remember, if you want to purchase her artwork today for $200, 100% of the proceeds will go to Feeding America. You will be helping so many people in need for food, and you will be getting this incredible, beautiful piece of artwork by Suyao. And if you have any other questions, this will be the right time. Otherwise, Suyao, if you have any tips for emerging artists, what would you say?
So work hard and don't think too much, if that makes sense. Don't think what you gonna be or become. That's hurting. So work, and the important thing is enjoy what you're doing. And but the key is you're gonna work enough, and you will see the progress, and then and at the same time let people know what you're working on. That's important too, because if you just lock the door, work at home 24 hours, and nobody knows what you're doing, that's a painful. but I'm not really good marketing person, but it's that's why it's like so many friends know me from Instagram, because that's the only social media I use.
That's okay. That's okay. You gotta pick one that
you
works.
gotta pick one.
Yeah.
It's enough, and then just and you have a little window. Don't need to be too much. A little window to let the fresh air in and out.
Yeah.
And then that means like people knows what you're doing and working hard. That's the thing. But the hard is not forcing yourself. It's you enjoy what you're doing. That's important. And then if 1 year is nothing happens, fine. 2 years, fine. 4 years, fine. The 5 years will something happen. Yeah. So when I started my paintings, I never thinking my painting will sell or whatever the thing. It was I think 3 years ago. It's one of them, because I work for MCAD Gallery before too. The director saw my work and you should show your work. I was like, really? Is that good enough to show? That's actually I started showing my work actually. So and then it's a very sometimes it will be discouraging.
Yeah.
It really sometimes confused. But if you love this thing enough, you will get rid of it. You will get over it. You will keep doing. But if you find yourself it's a stressful what are you doing, and switch to something else, it's not a big deal, because I was designer before. I mean, I still doing design, but you just need to pick the one you really enjoy.
Yeah.
To do it, and then do every day. You don't need to do every day like 20 hours, and you do 10 minutes even sometime, but as long as you do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your biggest inspiration, you think?
I think that's I was mentioning a bit before, and I want to talk about what is my art is. I was inspired me is my childhood memory and my imagination, the subconscious thinking all appeared here. So what I'm painting is I'm a single child in my family, and I born 1980 this generation. So we're all one single child generation. So I kind of lacked of communication. And this is the way I kind of communicate to the world is I bring my mom's jar and then always wash it out and go out to pick up anything I can find in the world that I can find in the nature or ground, or sometimes it's bugs, leaves, and trash. I call trash. I pick up a trash and rocks and stuff, anything like, and I bring to and put in my jar and then come back down my table and play with them and talk with them, kind of create a story, and that's how I express myself. So that's how actually you see in my painting. So all this you see appealing to my painting, which is the little form, and you probably sort of kind of see the little figure, little worm, a little abstract rocks, and like a little bugs and stuff like that. So so all these things that's kind of like that's inspired me a lot, which is the habit of what I had in my childhood, and also I'm still doing that and pick up or whatever I can find in the ground, and and working that. And also the way to one very, very important thing I think I want to share to all the artists. If you're a painter, don't only read and watch things related to painting. If you're a designer, don't only focus on your computer. And that's my suggestion. It's very probably not related to everyone. So
learn a little bit for everything. Open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Yeah.
And learning from everywhere. And not even, it's only even like little moments or little, for me in a painting, if I watching TV, I'll say, that moment, that shot is, that color, and that
the magazine ad, the this, the that,
it's just all connected.
So unfortunately, we're out of time, you guys. When you're having fun, time flies. So thank you, Suyao, so much for an incredible interview. Thank you, everyone. And please, please buy this artwork today and help people in need. And we will see you, not this Saturday, but next Wednesday again. We are doing special times this end of the month. But
thank you so much.
Thank
guys.
you, everyone.
Hope to see the solo.
Take care. Bye-bye. Okay.